Alright, seatbelts are fastened. Fuel shower valve is on. Cyclic and collective friction. Still slips a little bit. Okay. Alright, rotor brake is disengaged. Circuit breakers are all in. Carbine's off. Mixture full rich, mixture guard installed. Landing lights off. Avionics switch is off. Clutch is disengaged. Altimeter is set for field elevation. Gunner switch is off. It's flown, but that was a little while ago, so I'm going to give it 1. Roll to the D10, verify closed. Alright. Battery, strobe switch is on, left side's clear. Right side's clear. Clear!
view?
Yep. Yeah, if the batteries die, it's like being in a fishbowl.
Yeah,
it's really bad.
No, that's not good. Alright.
Good.
Alright. Alright. Mag check. 1,000, 2, 1,000. Good. 1,000, 2, 1,000. Good. Back to both. Alright. Car Peach. Alright, car Peach good. Alright, spike, let's check. Okay, good split.
Put 1-4, made it the pattern.
So 61982 Center Tower, hold short, runway 20 Charlie.
Hold short 20 Charlie, 982.
1-2, visibility 10. Sky clear below in 2000. Temperature 28, dew point 12, altimeter 3010. Expect a visual approach, runway 14, landing and departing, runways 14 and 20. Use caution for wrong surface departures, going departing runway 20. Check heading. NOTAMs, Santa Rosa DME, out of service. Advise on initial contact, you have information uniform.
Alright, uniform.
Santa Rosa Airport information uniform, 2153 Zulu observation, wind 130 at 12, visibility 10. Sky clear below in 2000, temperature 28, dew point 12, altimeter 3010. Expect a visual approach, runway 14, landing and departing, runways 14 and 20. Use caution for wrong surface departures, going departing runway 20. Check heading. NOTAMs, Santa Rosa DME, out of service. Advise on initial contact, you have information uniform.
Alright, uniform.
Okay.
Santa Rosa Tower 542 Delta Mike, 4 miles out from 14. Tower 2 Delta Mike, runway 14, clear land.
Alright, 28.
Clear to land.
22, 823.
14, 542 Delta Mike.
Oh. Alright, 23.7.
And when we're requesting, we're just going to request a departure to the north with uniform.
Alright.
And we're just going to head out towards the Alexander Valley.
Okay. Alright. Going on. Alright, lights on top of the green. Green the green. Fuel, carpets on the yellow. The rotor warning horn. Good. Alright, left side's clear, right side's clear. Alright. 23. 23. Alright, right side's clear.
Santa Rosa Tower, helicopter 9670 Hotel at the Helico ramp, requesting left downwind departure to the north with uniform.
Helicopter 9670 Hotel, Santa Rosa Tower. Northbound departure is approved. Departure from the ramp will be at your own risk. Wind 14010.
Alright, left downwind departure approved. Departure at risk, 9670 Hotel, thank you.
And we'll just follow the little service road.
2, follow gyro, 2 mile final.
Number 2 to land 14, look for traffic, 982. trees, you can start your turn to the left. We can turn to the left, and we'll just kind of follow these vacant fields out.
Okay.
And I like to stay below 600 until we get to the other side of 101.
Okay.
This is a good heading, just right here. This will take us basically right to Walmart.
Alright.
System 983, roger, ground speed indicates 50 knots on the dry row. Runway 14, clear for the option.
14, clear for the option, 982. And then if they ever ask you to report Shiloh, Shiloh is synonymous with Walmart.
Oh, okay, that's these.
Shiloh's the intersection.
Oh, okay.
That's the overcrossing there of 101 at Shiloh Road.
Okay, that's the Walmart.
Yeah, basically the same thing. Now you can start coming up to 1,000 feet.
Alright.
Why don't we go ahead and do Governor off while we
R2 Delta Mike.
begin our climb out. So, gonna grab the throttle. Governor's off now.
Turn left at Alpha 3, contact ground. 0.9.
And we'll just continue that climb up to 1,000 feet. Now we're just including the scan. It should already be in our scan of the rotor RPM, but we're just making any changes, keeping it in the green. But with, as you know, the correlator does a really good job for us.
Right.
You can level off at 1,000 and pick up your airspeed a little bit. Out into the Alexander Valley. Why don't we continue our climb? We'll just keep that governor off. We'll continue to climb up towards 2,000 feet. We'll do, we'll kind of, next thing we'll do is our vortex ring state. And with a gentle pull, you almost need to do nothing with the throttle. Nice. Felt you squeeze that back on a little bit. That was good. What does the book say about governor off if our governor were to fail?
The governor, then you look at the time. If it's malfunctioning, then just grip the throttle normally and
turn it off. And then as far as our landing, what does it say?
Fly as soon as practicable.
Yeah, I think it says continue flight with governor off. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if there's a good point of repair, I don't know that I'd fly past it, but it says continue flight with the governor off. Great. So go ahead and flip the governor back on.
Alright, governor is back on.
Governor's on, lights off.
Alright, lights on.
And then we're just going to continue out just a little bit so we get further away from Santa Rosa's airspace.
Alright.
So we're outside the Delta now. We're at 2,000 feet, which is good.
Cessna Air 2, runway 14, clear for the option.
Can level off here.
14, clear for the option. I'd like to request a departure to the west after the touch down. Cessna Air 2, approves.
And we can flip over to, yep, you got Healdsburg loaded. We can get
Healdsburg traffic, helicopter 9670 Hotel at 2,000 feet, about 4 miles to the east. We're going to be maneuvering.
We're 6.5, we're about 7. That's fine.
Or Neil is it?
Okay. So we got a little bit of a tailwind. We're just going to make sure we've got engine out options. Below us, we got the riverbed over there, we've got some fields.
Alright.
And we're going to start this procedure with a clearing turn.
Right. Alright.
This is good. We can turn back away from Santa Rosa. Clear this way. And then tell me what 3 elements do we have to have in order to get into vortex ring state?
Okay, so less than ETL, below 30 knots, and then greater than 300 feet per minute.
Great. And then one third one?
And more than 20% power.
Yeah, gotta have power applied. Great. Okay. So we can continue. We'll turn back into the wind. And what's our recovery going to be? We're just going to do the legacy recovery.
Okay, so, well, I was going to do Bouchard, but...
Okay, well let's start with the legacy, and then if you want to do Bouchard.
Alright, so I'm going to lower the collective and then forward, and we're going to fly out of it.
Okay.
And then once we have trim strings, then I'm going to give it power and climb out.
Great. Okay, we're up 20 high. Make a quick call. We're 6 miles to the east, operating at 2,400 below.
Healdsburg traffic, helicopter 9670 Hotel, about 6 miles to the east, operating at 2,400 and below Healdsburg.
Great. Okay. So we're below ETL, we've got power applied, we're just waiting for that descent rate to establish. Okay, we're in it now, lower, forward, there you go. We're out of it, raise power, pull 22 inches, get back out of it. Nice. Okay, lost probably 150 feet.
Alright.
You want to do Bouchard?
Okay.
So just tell me the differences with Bouchard.
Okay, so I'm going to be
Get
left
a little
pedal.
right pedal in right now. Just
Okay,
yeah.
so left pedal, collect. Okay, well, collective so I can pull left pedal.
Okay.
And then right side click. And it's going to fly out of the vortex and then
we're going to be
forward.
with this left pedal as we raise power. We're going to be careful with our pedals, right?
Right.
Okay. So now we're below ETL. We got power applied. Let's lower just a little bit. So you've got something to pull. We're in it. Watch your power. Perfect. We're out of it. And now we'll just get that airspeed back. Watch your power. Perfect. And we just need a little forward. Because we exited sideways, so we just need to go forward.
A little bit more.
Yeah, a little bit of right pedal will help us get into trim. There we go. Okay.
Right.
Nice. All right. And engine failure. Okay. You're established. Your RPM's creeping up on you a little bit. There you go. Where's your wind coming from?
From behind.
Okay. Where are you gonna
go to this.
Okay.
I'm going to go to your field on your side.
Okay. Make your turn. There you go. Keep that turn coming. Yep, we got a nice riverbed over here to the left. There you go. RPM's a little low. Perfect. There you go. Yeah. I'd be looking at that riverbank. Probably stretch to that. Let's go ahead and recover. Get lower a little bit. Okay, get that horn off, roll on. And raise collective. Cool. Okay, nice.
Alright.
Let's follow the river here.
Alright.
I like you establish the auto. If you know the wind's behind you, I'd probably
Will you
just
turn sooner?
get that turn in sooner while you've got the altitude, and then start looking for the spots that are into the wind. We didn't have we had some options in front of us, but they would have been tailwind options.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't give up too much altitude before
Picking a spot.
Getting turned around so I can find those spots.
Alright.
We can come back up to 800 feet or so, and we're just going to fly around the bend here of the river.
What were you looking at? You were looking at the riverbed?
Yeah.
That's where you were thinking?
I like the riverbed.
Okay.
I'd rather...
I mean, I was going to end up in some kind of vineyard.
I don't want to end up in a vineyard. Those wires. We're going to flip, there's no doubt.
Oh, okay.
Unless we got onto one of the roads, but I'd rather slide on gravel than catch because they have so many trellis wires in the vineyards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I kind of look at vineyards as lava pits, basically.
Okay.
Not good. Yeah. Kind of the equivalent of a slope or forest in my perspective. So we'll just pick out a little landing spot. We'll land on the riverbed here. As we come around this corner, there's a little island gravel bar.
Alright.
So let's make a landing to that island there.
Okay, this little one right here? Okay.
So we'll just start out with our off-airport reconnaissance.
Alright. So, I have a little bit of turbulence there. So altitude, we know that it's probably a couple hundred feet. Looking for wires.
Okay. I like the acronym SWOPPP.
Okay.
Which is Suitability.
Suitability. Alright. So I think I can get in there.
Okay. Yeah, it's not next to, there's not an orphanage next to it.
Right.
So it seems like an acceptable spot. It's big enough for us. So our W is our winds.
There's not much wind there. But it's coming from...
I can feel our winds.
But we're going...
You can feel it right now, right?
Yeah.
Kind of get pushed.
We're coming the other way.
Pushed downriver.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're just a little fast on our orbit. We could bring that back a little bit. 60 knots is kind of an ideal orbit speed. Holding your altitude well. So our O is our obstacles. You already talked about wires. That's definitely one that we want to avoid.
You got trees.
Yeah, we got some trees. We got this terrain. We've got rising terrain on both sides.
Yeah.
And then we have our P's, so path in, path out.
Right, so I just come along the river,
Okay.
in and out. And then same thing, forced entry and exit is going to be the same thing.
And then also I have 3 P's on the swap, so my last P is power.
Alright.
We were hovering at 23 back at the airport. This is about the same altitude. We haven't really come up. We're about 200 feet MSL.
Yeah.
We've got a little wind here, so I think we're going to be okay on power.
Alright.
Yeah, so that's kind of like a little practice approach. 300 AGL now, which is a good low recon height. Nice. Is this going to be your approach?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. So let's do our downwind checks. Lights are out.
So it's some of the green fuel. RP.
And the other thing, before we did vortex, we should have talked about carb heat, but I was watching it, but I want to get that applied. Nice. What type of approach are you going to fly here?
This is pretty much a normal approach.
Seems good. The obstacles don't dictate anything more than a normal. Want your carb heat off?
No.
Okay. Carb heat's off. Very nice. Go ahead and get stable, and you can set us down. Nice.
Alright, good approach. Good, thanks.
We don't have much performance, but let's do a max performance.
Alright,
That
so
carb heat assist pulled that up on us a little bit, so we'll get that down.
Alright, so 23.8. 23.7 maybe. 34.
And then we'll do max performance, we'll head out the river, and then we'll just, once you get some altitude, turn back, and we'll go back down the river.
Okay.
And then get back into Santa Rosa airspace that way.
Okay, alright.
Okay. So we'll just do a 180 once you have altitude.
Alright. 23.7.
Yeah. There it is. Wind's helping us a little bit. Much better. There you go. Very nice. And you can do a 180 here. Just got rising terrain, but just keep your climb coming. I love this rock. We'll just come up. We can come up to 800 feet or so.
Alright.
And then we'll go ahead and pick up our ATIS.
Alright.
I don't think it's changed. It may have. It may be Victor now.
I see. I guess I should
Yep.
swap
Yep.
and then
That saves you a step.
1, 2.
Watch your airspeed. Just fly first, airspeed first. Aviate, navigate, communicate. Okay. And it's 12055. I'll just... Perfect.
Landing in front of 114 and 20. Use caution for all service departure.
And you can start to turn to the left. This is called Fitch Mount.
Service, we're going to pass together. Mission Victor.
So now it's Victor.
Okay, Victor.
We get our wind.
Center with airport information to Victor, 22530 observation, wind 15010, visibility 10. Sky clear, approach 292.12, estimate 3008. Take visual approach, landing in departing runway 14 and 20. Use caution for launch, departure with departing runway 20, check heading. Notice, Center with Indiana service, will finish your contact at destination Victor.
So we're going to make our call. We're about...
Target 2444.
So you can just fly along the river here. And you want to make the call to tower?
Let's see, where am I?
So we're going to report Fitch Mountain. So this is a known reporting point.
Fitch Mountain?
Yeah, Fitch. F-I-T-C-H.
Fitch Mountain.
So we'll just say Santa Rosa Tower, helicopter 9670 Hotel, at Fitch Mountain with Victor requesting landing skid pads.
Alright.
And get a little bit more airspeed.
Santa Rosa Tower, helicopter 9670 Hotel at Fitch Mountain, requesting inbound for the skid pads with Victor.
Helicopter 9670 Hotel, Santa Rosa Tower, to report 1 mile northwest of Santa Rosa Airport.
Report 1 mile northwest of Santa Rosa Airport, 9670 Hotel.
Perfect.
Alright, so now I've
You can
established...
just kind of aim for the ponds there,
Okay.
and we'll get on the other side of 104 before we get into the...
Into the...
Yeah, into the airspace, yeah. You can start coming down to 800. So that was that's a known reporting point, but how could we use the GPS to determine our position?
Well, that's the thing.
I know you don't go off campus very much.
Yeah, I don't... That's why I was like... we would have done practice. We would have been practicing.
Yeah. There you go.
Alright, so... Alright, I'm 3.7 miles from Healdsburg.
Yep.
And 5.9 miles from Santa Rosa.
Perfect. And then
Would
this
you
is
stay on that,
your direct to like bearing to the...
148.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So if it's a 148, then we're here, we're northwest. Right. So now you can follow the river. We can come down to 800. Now we're on the west side of 14.
Oh, okay. Do you just go, or are you just going straight in then?
Pretty much, yeah. Now that we're west of 14.
Yeah.
And he didn't tell us to... Oftentimes they'll tell us to follow the river, remain west of the river. He didn't tell us that, so he probably doesn't have any arrivals right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's level off at 800, and we're going to do low rotor recognition and recovery. So we'll do it with the governor on.
Alright.
And how will we, or how are you going to recognize if we get into a low rotor situation? What are some of those signs?
Well, I'm either going to see that the RPM come down or low rotor RPM.
Okay. And what might we feel or hear?
Well, I'm going to hear the RPM. The pitch is going to go down.
Okay. And then,
I'm going to get a little like a right yaw.
which way is the aircraft?
Left yaw.
Left yaw.
Left
Okay.
yaw.
And then we might feel some vibrations as well, right?
Alright.
And then at what point will we definitely know we've gotten to low rotor if everything's working properly?
Well, I mean the low rotor orange horn.
Yeah. At what percentage?
At 97.
Perfect. Okay, so your recovery from low rotor is going to be?
It's going to be a lower little collective, throttle on, and then slightly pitch back.
Perfect. Yep, we've got airspeed, a little bit of acyclic. And we're rolling on because as we lower the collective, the correlator is trying to close that throttle for us.
Okay.
So I'm just going to gently simulate low rotor, and then you're going to do recovery. When you feel it, you don't have to wait for the horn. Nice. So you felt that yaw.
Yeah.
That yaw was pretty noticeable. You can hear the rotor pitch change. So let's do that one more time.
Do we follow the river or just go
No,
straight?
he just said you can just kind of follow into the skid pads.
Okay.
We'll set up at the barns, and then we'll do an auto rotation in. So hold 800, and I'm just going to do low rotor one more time.
Alright.
So when you feel it, just kind of at the first onset that you feel it, and you can kind of cheat too, because you can feel the throttle, right?
Really?
Okay, I hadn't actually done anything yet. So, get a little more airspeed. There you go. Okay. Nice. That's it.
Alright.
So do you want to do like a steep approach to warm up, or do you want to do an auto in?
Either way, whatever you want to see.
Let's do an auto in.
Alright.
And what we're going to do is we're going to enter early.
Try to stretch it.
Yep. We're going to use a max glide. So what's our max glide configuration in the R22?
Alright, so 75 on the airspeed at 90, but we're going to go 90 something.
Yeah, we'll get the horn on, but
Get the horn on, but not 90.
we'll leave a couple more percentage points. Sounds good.
Alright, 2.6 miles.
So our target's going to be the windsock.
Alright.
We're just going to do whatever we can to try and get there.
Alright.
And then we'll bring that RPM back and that airspeed back when we're like 150, 200 feet AGL, so that we have a normal,
Alright.
a more normal flare.
Alright.
So we can just recover that airspeed or that RPM by first coming back on the cyclic to build that rotor RPM, slow ourselves down. And we're at 2 on this. I usually report about 2 and I call it 1.
Alright.
San Tower, helicopter 967, Zero Hotel, 1.8 miles to the northwest at 800, inbound for the skid pad.
Helicopter 70 Hotel landing at the skid pads will be at your own risk. Wind 160 at 11.
Landing at skid pad's own risk, 967, Zero Hotel.
Cool. So we'll just set up at the barn, do our downwind checks.
Alright, lights on top of the green. Green, the green. Fuel, RP.
So we're aiming for the windsock. I'll call your entry, and then you're going to get us into a max flight configuration. Okay, enter in 3, 2, 1. Okay, yeah, a little more airspeed. There you go. RPM's good. Airspeed's great. Good stretch. Okay, let's gently start recovering that RPM. Lower collective a little bit. Don't get too slow here. Flare, flare. Nice. Good. Very nice. Hey, you were holding it kind of 93, 95.
Alright.
That was good, really good.
Alright.
I was ambitious when I entered. I didn't think we'd actually get to the point.
Yeah, that's alright. Well, we don't want to overshoot.
We didn't want to overshoot, absolutely. That's the reason. Okay, let's request rate traffic.
Alright.
San Tower, helicopter 967, Zero Hotel, at the skid pads requesting right close traffic.
Helicopter 70 Hotel, right close traffic to the skid pads is helicopter 70 Hotel, right close traffic to the skid pads is approved. Wind 160 at 12. Departure will be at your own risk.
Alright, departure risk, right close traffic approved, and we'll report on the go each time and remain west of both runways at all times. 967 Zero Hotel.
Must not be too busy today.
Now it's really quiet now. It's busy earlier. Okay, we'll come around, we'll do a steep approach hardstand.
Alright.
approach hard stand.
Alright, see approach hard stand.
Very nice. You're going to take it all the way to the ground?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Alright.
That was a great approach.
Okay, thanks.
Really good. Yeah. Nice with the wind.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's we'll just hover taxi out here. We'll do an air taxi quick stop.
Okay. Alright, clear left. Alright, clear right.
Yep. Just get us in an air taxi and I'll call a quick stop.
Alright.
Quick stop in 3, 2, 1. Nice.
Alright.
Just get a quick stop. We stopped.
Okay, stop.
Yep. We didn't balloon. Let's go over and do a right skid high slope.
Alright.
Our off-airport landing was very flat. So,
Oh, normally it's a
yeah.
slope.
Well, if we can do one out there, I like that, but this is good. Nice. Very controlled. That was awesome.
Alright.
Pedals neutral. Just finish up. Yeah, I always like to bring those neutral. Cool. Very nice pickup. You want to do a left skid high one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, left side's clear.
Yep. Nice.
Alright.
Decent wind there.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's report on the go.
Alright.
And this time we're going to do...
Wingspan 2 of the visual 14.
So this is where we're going to
Wingspan 2 center,
manipulate to not overshoot.
Okay.
So why don't we do a 180 to the windsock?
Alright. What's your power?
San Francisco Tower, helicopter 9670 Hotel, on the go, close traffic.
Helicopter 70 Hotel, roger.
We'll climb up to 1,000 feet.
Alright. Alright, lights on top of the green, to the green fuel.
And just set up to the right side of the eucalyptus trees. So I think the last time we did these, it was helpful for you to look out, get eyes on your spot before starting your turn. I got a decent wind, so it's going to blow us away from the spot.
Alright.
Just raise collective so we're not descending too much. There you go.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, that rotor's coming back in the turn. Good one. Very nice. Looking really good. Okay.
Alright.
Hey, nailed your spot.
Here we are.
We didn't really have a flare though. Did you notice that? We just kind of power on into it.
Runway 14, good line.
Because the power on.
Yeah.
Because I rolled the power.
Well,
You think?
we didn't really like. I wouldn't say that we had a flare where we built RPM back up and then did a power recovery. It was just kind of a little bit of a. It was smooth, but it was just an early roll on a little bit.
Oh, okay.
In my.
The roll on was a little early.
Yeah, I think so.
You want to do it again?
Yeah, we've got time. Let's do one more 180.
Alright.
San Francisco Tower, helicopter 9670 Hotel, on the go, right close traffic.
Helicopter 70 Hotel, roger.
perfectly for it. I think we just got a little slow at the bottom, and then the power just kind of came on.
Okay.
Whereas had you kept your airspeed up a little bit more,
Yeah, well, we got a little slow.
then we would have flared.
That's why there wasn't much of a flare, because my airspeed was low, right?
Yeah. So just keep that airspeed in, because you were set up perfectly to have a flare and come to a stop right at the
Below
spot.
60 knots.
Yeah, it just bled off. So let's just keep our airspeed active a little bit lower,
Okay.
so we get more of a flare. I'm not saying like keep the airspeed higher in the turn. I think you manage that perfectly. But just at the bottom,
Build it a little bit.
yeah, not even build it, but just keep that around 60 knots as we roll out and we're getting ready to flare.
Yeah, so
It was just kind of a progressive slowdown.
lower the collective and then maybe a little forward cyclic.
Maybe. Yeah, I think you had pretty low RPM too.
Yeah.
Not quite horn, but it was like at 98.
Yeah, that's why it was kind of not much of a flare.
Yeah, it was kind of a low energy, like you said. It was low RPM and low airspeed.
Lights on top of the green, fuel, car feed.
But yeah, I mean, you timed that turn perfectly. Your entry was great. Good, RPM's good. Spot looks good, airspeed's good, RPM's good. Yeah, so just watch your RPM a little bit, there you go. Yeah, that RPM's gonna drop on you. Just keep that airspeed in, perfect. Now flare, flare.
Well, I think I was trying to make it to the spot too. I was kind of stretching.
Yeah, but
like the last one. But
that was an auto, because we had the flare there.
No, I mean the last one. I think I was trying to stretch it to the
Yes,
spot.
and it has.
That's why I was.
If you're just looking at that result, yes, we were closer, but this is
a better auto.
This was a better auto. Yeah. And this isn't.
We didn't have power to recover.
We're not doing.
This was a better one.
Yeah, we're not.
Versus the other one.
And this isn't a precision. We're not trying to. We just want to have a spot. We don't have a tolerance that we need to hit for this particular for a flight review.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna take. We're good. Oh, you want to do a hover auto?
Sure.
Yeah. We'll just let's just go forward so we're on smooth asphalt. Just anywhere in here is good. We'll do one hover auto.
All right.
So just tell me the differences, because we've just been doing autos. What are we going to do for hover?
So we're going to roll it into the D10, and then I'm going to right pedal, let it settle, and then I'm going to pull slowly.
Okay. Sounds good.
Don't rip it up.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to be into the wind.
Yep.
All right. Do you want to roll or do you want to roll?
I'll roll on you.
All right.
Okay. So once you're nice and stable, and I'll count it down. Hover auto in 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. That was nice. Okay. I'm going to make the call, because we're going to take it back to the hangar.
Oh, okay.
Just for the wind, I think I'm going to ask for a right turn around the tower.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take off, we'll go out, and then just make a right turn around the tower, and then go over and land at Nob Hill.
Wait a minute, right turn like before the tower?
So we'll kind of do our S turn,
yeah.
But we'll make a right turn.
We're going past the tower?
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Just so that we can set up into the wind properly.
Alright.
Helicopter 70 Hotel is at the skid pads requesting an air taxi to Nob Hill, and if we can get a right turn around the tower.
Helicopter 70 Hotel, is requested, departure landing via runner is, cross both runways, wind 170 at 11, and approved requested.
Okay. Air taxi crossing both runways approved as requested. Helicopter 70 Hotel. Cool. So we'll take off into the wind, and then I'll guide you into the to the area. And then we can just do an S turn, and then you're just gonna basically go around the tower, and that'll set us up better for the hangars. And go out so that we're not flying over the side area. We'll just go out to this,
like
around the ramp.
Over the ramp.
Yeah, the ramp, exactly.
Where there's not so many people.
Yeah, perfect. And we'll just split the difference between those hangars and not overfly any planes.
Alright.
So just a little to the right, there you go. Just go past Kaiser Air and then we'll make a right turn.
Alright.
That's perfect. Okay. So now, I don't know if you can see, there's a clearing there amongst those hangars.
Right, where there's a hangar door open. Right there
yeah,
on the next
but we're
one.
going in front of that. So there's this clearing here, and then there's that cluster of hangars, and we're just going to go straight in there. Into that clearing, that asphalt clearing.
Okay, just like the intersection.
Yep, kind of where all those hangars come together.
Where the wash
The blue,
station is?
it's the wash rack, exactly.
Okay.
You can set it down on that concrete pad there.
Alright.
So just slow yourself down. We're still really steep. We're going right here.
Oh, right here?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Just clear your tail, go a little forward. There you go. Yeah, this is the wash rack here.
Oh, okay, I thought it was over there. Alright, tail's clear.
Yep, we're into the wind. It's coming through here.
Center's about landing 170 west, we got Victor, close arrival landing.
No, you can't really
And then
go that far.
we can turn to the left.
Oh.
And then we'll set down on this concrete right here. It's fine. Or you can set down on the center line, that's fine too.
Is that far hangar or?
Yeah, well, we're just going to set down here so we're not between hangars.
Okay.
This is November 542, Delta Mike holding short of 14 at Alpha 3 for southwest departure to Petaluma with information Victor.
November 542 Delta Mike, center of the tower, straight out
You can go ahead with your shutdown.
Wind
I'm gonna get the hangar up
150 at
and grab the wheels.
runway 14 Alpha 3, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 542 Delta Mike.